What if I told you there's a simple food sitting quietly in your fridge right now, something you've probably eaten for years, maybe even decades, that holds the secret to preserving your strength after 60? And here's the surprise: this everyday food actually has more high-quality protein than an egg. Hello there. I'm so glad you've joined me here on Healthy Life Keys, the place where we believe staying strong, independent, and healthy doesn't have to be complicated or overwhelming. You deserve to feel confident in your body, no matter your age. But let me ask, have you noticed it's harder to climb the stairs these days? Do your legs feel weaker when you get up from a chair? Maybe you've been eating healthy, trying to exercise, but somehow you still feel your strength slipping away. You are not alone, and it's not your fault. What most people don't realize is that muscle loss, something doctors call sarcopenia, starts quietly in our 30s and speeds up after 60. It affects millions of seniors across America, leading to frailty, weakness, and loss of independence. But here's the good news: you can fight back, and you don't need fancy supplements or extreme workouts to do it. In fact, today, I'll show you how one simple, affordable food, richer in slow-digesting, muscle-saving protein than eggs, can help protect your muscles, support your energy, and keep your body strong, even while you sleep. So before we dive in, take a moment to like this video, hit the subscribe button for more easy, science-backed health tips from Healthy Life Keys, and share this with a friend or loved one who cares about staying strong after 60. Now, let's explore this powerful, often overlooked food and the simple habit that could help transform the way you age, starting tonight. 1. The hidden cost of muscle loss. After 60, imagine waking up one day and realizing that climbing stairs feels harder, getting out of a chair feels heavier. You notice your balance is off, your energy dips more often, and little by little, your independence slips away. This is not your imagination. This is sarcopenia, the gradual loss of muscle mass and strength that begins as early as your 30s and quietly accelerates after 60. But here's what most people never hear: muscle loss isn't just a part of aging. It's a biological consequence of inaction, of missing the right nutrients at the right time, and of not understanding how your body changes as you get older. Let me be blunt. The data is sobering. After 30, the average adult loses 3 to 8% of muscle mass per decade. After 60, that rate nearly doubles if left unchecked. By 80, nearly half of total muscle mass can be lost without intervention. And it's not just about looking frail. Sarcopenia directly increases your risk of falls and fractures, chronic inflammation, joint pain, and poor wound healing, insulin resistance, leading to blood sugar problems, fatigue, depression, and cognitive decline. What's more alarming is how subtle this process feels at first. It creeps in quietly. You might shrug off weakness as just getting older, or dismiss your slower recovery times after activity. But underneath, your body is losing vital muscle fibers. Your metabolism slows, your posture changes, and your energy reserves shrink. Sarcopenia also reduces bone density, increasing the likelihood of life-altering injuries from even minor falls. It compromises your immune system, making it harder to recover from illness. And studies show that loss of lean muscle is closely tied to diminished cognitive performance. Your mind becomes just as vulnerable as your body. In short, losing muscle means losing your independence. But the good news? You have far more control than you've been told. And it starts with understanding the most overlooked tool for preserving muscle, your diet. 2. The protein gap in older adults. Let's get real about a critical mistake I see every day, even among health-conscious seniors. You're eating, but you're not feeding your muscles. Most older adults skip or eat low-protein breakfasts. Load protein at dinner when muscle-building potential is reduced. Miss the critical overnight window for muscle preservation. What does this lead to? A constant state of muscle breakdown outweighing repair. You might exercise, you might even eat clean, but without targeting your body's true needs, the decline continues. Here's why. As we age, our muscles become less responsive to protein intake, a phenomenon called anabolic resistance. That means you need not only more total protein, but also better timing and higher quality protein to maintain muscle. According to research from the Journal of Nutrition, seniors need roughly 1.2 to 1.6 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight daily to prevent muscle loss. That's nearly double the outdated recommendations many still follow. Sadly, most older adults unknowingly fall short by 30 to 50% every single day. It's not your fault. The traditional food pyramid, outdated dietary advice, and the stigma around eating more protein later in life have created confusion. You may have heard myths that too much protein harms your kidneys, or that it's only for bodybuilders, but the reality is clear. Insufficient protein intake accelerates muscle wasting, weakens your immune defenses, slows wound healing, and leaves your body vulnerable to frailty. And one specific nutrient is essential to flipping the muscle-building switch: leucine. 3. Leucine, your muscle's best friend. Let me explain this in plain, everyday language. Think of your body like a house being repaired. You can have all the building materials, wood, bricks, nails, ready to go. But without a foreman giving orders, nothing gets done. That's exactly how your muscles work. You might eat enough protein, but without a special ingredient called leucine, your body doesn't get the signal to actually rebuild muscle. It's like having supplies stacked in your yard, but no one shows up to use them. Leucine is a powerful amino acid, part of the family called branched-chain amino acids, or BCAAs. It plays the lead role in turning on your body's muscle repair system. Scientists call that system the mTOR pathway. Think of it as your body's muscle-building switch. Here's the deal. To flip that switch, you need around 2.5 to 3 grams of leucine at each meal. Most people, especially older adults, fall short, and they don't even know it. Let me show you how much leucine is in everyday foods. 1 large egg, only about 0.5 grams. 3 ounces of chicken breast, around 2.5 grams. 1 cup of low-fat cottage cheese, a solid 2.6 grams. See the difference? That cup of cottage cheese quietly delivers enough leucine to tell your body, hey, it's time to protect and rebuild muscle. And there's another bonus most people overlook. Cottage cheese contains casein, a slow-digesting protein. It keeps nourishing your muscles for hours, perfect for overnight, when your body naturally breaks down muscle during sleep. Especially after age 60, your body becomes slower to respond to protein. You need better timing, higher quality, and the right nutrients, like leucine, to stay strong. So next time you sit down to eat, ask yourself, am I just eating, or am I truly feeding my muscles? Your independence, your energy, and your strength depend on knowing the answer. 4. The power of slow-digesting casein. Let me share something most people never think about. During the day, when you eat fast-digesting proteins like eggs, chicken, or whey shakes, your body puts those nutrients to work quickly. That's great for muscle repair, especially after exercise. But what happens at night? While you sleep, your body goes into what doctors call a fasted state. For 8, sometimes 10, even 12 hours, there's no food, no nutrients coming in, and that's when a hidden problem starts for many seniors. Without fuel, your body begins breaking down muscle to meet its needs. This is why many older adults wake up feeling stiff, weak, or achy, even if they went to bed feeling fine. But there's a simple, powerful solution: casein protein, the slow-digesting protein found in cottage cheese. Here's how it works. Casein breaks down slowly in your body, releasing essential amino acids for 6 to 8 hours. It keeps your muscles fed while you sleep, protecting them from overnight breakdown. Compared to whey protein, which works fast but wears off quickly, casein is far better at preventing muscle loss during those critical nighttime hours. One landmark study, published in Medicine and Science and Sports and Exercise, showed that adults who consumed 40 grams of casein before sleep increased their overnight muscle repair by up to 22%. Even better, they kept more lean muscle over time without changing their regular daily routines. Think of it like this: cottage cheese acts like a steady IV drip for your muscles. It quietly provides nourishment all night long, keeping your body in repair mode while you rest. It's simple, it's affordable, and for many, it's a game changer when it comes to staying strong and independent as you age. 5. Overnight muscle loss, the silent risk. Have you ever noticed waking up feeling stiff? Maybe your legs feel weaker, or you're just more tired than you expected, even after a full night's sleep. Many people think that's simply part of getting older, but often it's something else happening quietly in your body, what we call overnight muscle loss. Here's what happens during sleep. Your body releases important growth hormones. It repairs your tissues, including your muscles. It also works hard to clean your brain, helping with memory and mental clarity. But here's the problem. If your body doesn't have enough building blocks, called amino acids, those important processes can slow down or fall short. Without those nutrients, your body may start breaking down its own muscle for fuel. Recovery slows, inflammation, stiffness, and weakness increase. Most adults don't even realize they're making it worse by accident. Let me explain. You eat dinner around 6 or 7 p.m. You head to bed around 10 p.m. You sleep through the night with no extra protein. You wake up after fasting 12 to 14 hours. That's a long stretch, with no nourishment for your muscles. But there's good news. It only takes one simple habit to help fix this. Try this. Enjoy 1 cup of cottage cheese or 30 grams of casein protein about 30 to 60 minutes before bed. It's that easy. This small science-backed change can shift your body from muscle breakdown mode into muscle preservation mode, all while you sleep. It's not a gimmick. It's not guesswork. It's a real proven step toward protecting your strength and independence as you age. This isn't just nutrition, it's longevity in action. 6. Protein timing, the missing piece. Let me share something that surprises a lot of folks, especially those trying to eat healthy. Here's the harsh reality. Most adults eat around 60 to 70% of their daily protein at dinner. It sounds normal, right? Big dinner, lighter meals earlier in the day. But here's what research from the Journal of Nutrition shows. Spreading your protein more evenly across 3 to 4 meals is far better for your muscles. When protein intake is uneven, your body struggles to maintain muscle, even if your total daily amount looks okay. Why? Because your body has certain windows when it responds best to protein. These windows are key for preserving your strength. Within 2 hours of waking up, after a long overnight fast, your muscles are ready to absorb protein. After resistance training, when your body's muscle-building switch, called mTOR, is most active. Before sleep, with slow-digesting protein to protect your muscles during the night. Missing these windows means missed opportunities to stay strong and independent. So, how does this look in real life? It's simple and flexible. Ideal daily protein. Strategy. Breakfast, 25 to 35 grams. Think eggs, Greek yogurt, or a protein shake. Lunch, 30 to 40 grams. Maybe chicken, fish, or beans with rice. Dinner, 30 to 40 grams. Lean meats, tofu, quinoa, or other hearty options. Pre-sleep snack, 20 to 30 grams. Cottage cheese or a casein shake before bed. This isn't extreme. You don't need fancy supplements or complicated diets. It's simply targeted nutrition, working with your body's natural rhythms to protect your muscle, your energy, and your independence as you age. 7. Muscle loss affects more than strength. It's easy to think of muscle loss as just a cosmetic or strength issue, but the consequences run far deeper. Lower muscle mass in older adults is directly linked to higher rates of falls and fractures, poorer metabolic health, including insulin resistance and type 2 diabetes, increased inflammation, a key driver of heart disease, arthritis, and cognitive decline, lower brain-derived neurotrophic factor BDNF levels, impacting memory and emotional health. In fact, a neurology study, 2022, found that higher midlife muscle mass predicted lower dementia risk later in life. A clinical endocrinology study showed seniors with lower muscle mass had higher rates of depressive symptoms even without other health issues. Your muscles aren't just for movement, they regulate hormones, brain chemicals, and your overall vitality. Preserving muscle means protecting your body and mind as you age. 8. Movement and muscle, a vital partnership. While protein is essential, nutrition alone isn't enough. Resistance training amplifies your body's ability to utilize dietary protein effectively. Research shows combining resistance exercise with adequate protein intake increases muscle mass, strength, and functional ability, even in seniors over 70. Walking 7,000, 10,000 steps daily stimulates myokine release, supporting metabolism, inflammation control, and brain health. But for those new to exercise, start with bodyweight movements. Squats to a chair, wall push-ups, light resistance bands, progress to light weights or machines as strength builds. Prioritize consistency. 2 to 4 sessions weekly can significantly slow muscle loss. Pairing targeted exercise with optimized protein intake creates a synergistic effect, reinforcing muscle retention and cognitive resilience. 9. Adapting for special needs. Lactose-free and plant-based options. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, what if I can't tolerate dairy? Or what if I follow a plant-based diet? No worries, there are plenty of options to fit your needs. If you're lactose intolerant, you're not alone. But that doesn't mean you have to miss out on the muscle-protecting benefits of slow-digesting protein. Here are some simple solutions. Lactose-free cottage cheese is available at most grocery stores now. Same great protein, minus the dairy discomfort. Casein isolate powders offer slow-digesting protein without upsetting your stomach. Just be sure to choose a quality brand. If you're plant-based, it takes a little more planning, but it's absolutely doable. You'll just need to combine different plant proteins to get all the building blocks your muscles need. Here are your plant-friendly options. Pair legumes like beans, chickpeas, or lentils with whole grains such as brown rice or quinoa. Include soy-based foods like tofu, tempeh, or edamame, which are naturally rich in quality protein. Use pea or rice protein blends, but make sure they're fortified with BCAAs, especially leucine, to support muscle repair. Keep in mind, with plant proteins, you may need a slightly higher total amount to reach the ideal leucine threshold. But with careful planning and consistency, you can still support your muscle health, your strength, and your independence, no matter your dietary needs. 10. The emotional toll of muscle loss and the path forward. For many older adults, the gradual decline feels discouraging. You notice weakness creeping in. Everyday tasks feel harder. You may withdraw from activities you once enjoyed. But this isn't inevitable. The emotional burden of frailty can be replaced with renewed strength, confidence, and independence if you intervene now. Your body is remarkably adaptive, even after 60. Clinical trials repeatedly demonstrate seniors following high-protein, leucine-rich diets with resistance training regain muscle. Cognitive scores improve. Depression symptoms decrease. Quality of life rises. It's not about chasing youth. It's about reclaiming function and joy at any age. And there you have it, friends. We've uncovered how one simple food, humble, affordable cottage cheese, can provide more protein than an egg and deliver slow-digesting fuel to protect your muscles overnight. We've talked about how muscle loss doesn't happen all at once. It sneaks in quietly, especially after 60, and how missing key nutrients like leucine and timing your protein the right way can speed up that decline. But now, you know better. You've got the tools. Adding slow-digesting protein before bed, spreading your protein evenly throughout the day, and choosing foods that work with your body, not against it. Remember, staying strong and independent isn't about chasing your younger years. It's about giving your body what it needs at the right time to keep you moving, thinking clearly, and living life on your terms. Thank you so much for spending your time with me here on Healthy Life Keys. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. It really supports the channel. Don't forget to subscribe for more simple, science-backed health tips to help you age with strength and confidence. And feel free to share this with someone you care about. It might just change the way they age too. Take care of yourself, stay strong, and I'll see you in the next video.